Remember, Instagram is just a highlight reel. This year, I've been fortunate enough to travel to some incredible places and took some of the best photos of my career. These moments and photos are just a small fraction of what my life is actually like. I still work a 9 to 5, pay bills, and live a not so glamorous life that you may see on my social media. I'm not trying to say that my life sucks or that I'm putting on a facade for the world, but I'm just stating that your perception of people isn't exactly what it may seem. I've been taking photos for 1.5 years now and video for a little over 2 years. And I don't call myself a photographer or filmmaker. I'm just simply someone who uses a camera. I remember the first time somebody asked me if I was a photographer. I said yes, but I felt as if I was lying. As a person who uses a camera, I'm consistently struggling with competition. When I say competition, I mean comparison. Back to the video. And imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is defined as the persistent inability to believe that one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own efforts or skills. For some, success seems to be unachievable, or for those who have already made it in this world. We compare our past with others and wonder why we aren't in the same place as them. I'm speaking to myself just as much as you when I say this, but try to use your energy to carve out your own path rather than looking at others, because we're all different and we all have our own paths to walk. This is easier said than done, but slowly try and put this into practice. See, I never actually thought I compare myself and my work to others, but I'm now realizing I do it all the time. I see these people and what amazing work they've created, and then I look at myself with an eye of failure and disappointment. I think to myself, why am I even trying? There's so many others that do the same things I do, but much better. I actually had thoughts of not creating this video. There are already others that have videos on the subject, so why make it? But as I watched those videos, I began to realize that they too have had the same struggles that I'm facing right now. If they didn't, why would they be making the video in the first place? I think if we can realize that everyone is human just as much as we are, we will begin to accept who we are in the moment, and that we as photographers, filmmakers, and storytellers have just as much the right to call ourselves those as the people we idol. As a 20-year-old who has struggled with self-confidence my whole life, I know this is no easy task. But we can all start our journey of becoming the next photographers and filmmakers by simply knowing and telling ourselves we are. Because I'm here to tell you that you already are.
Was it pretty? What the?
I hope that made sense. I was a photographer when I shot my first Shift event 1.5 years ago, just as much as me right now shooting travel content for fun. You making pictures, no matter for fun or career, technically classifies you as a photographer, filmmaker. Don't shy away from that. You being confident in who you are as a person will only help you on your process. Start being who you want to be. If you want to be a wedding filmmaker, start shooting weddings. It doesn't make much sense to photograph landscapes if you're trying to do wedding filmmaking. The only way you're going to be able to grow in that field that you want to go into is working in that field. It's pretty obvious, but it's true. Looking back at my work when I started, I realized 2 things. 1, I've gotten a lot better. There's physical evidence that I've learned and improved. This shows that I'm making progress even if I feel like I'm not. And 2, back then, I made things because I wanted to, no matter if they were good or not. I made films out of pure passion instead of the feeling that I need to stay ahead. And due to this passion-driven work, I was making more, having fun, and achieving the biggest strides and improvements I've ever seen. Competition not only makes us feel as if our worth is not there, but it takes away from the reason we started this journey in the first place. We're all on this journey of loving ourselves and our work together. I hope this has helped at least one of you, and just know that no matter what you're doing, it has a place in this world. As always, I love you guys. I post every single Saturday, so stay tuned for next week. Live your life, guys. Have fun, and we'll see you next time.
Hey.
But you can hear, and you can feel the vibration of my throat, which sounds gross.